All right, everyone, welcome to High School Hockey Night in Tampa. Here at the TGH Iceplex, the official training facility of the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is Ted Boggs. So glad you guys could join us. I see we have some folks already on, which is fantastic. So let me make sure let me double check myself to make sure that you can hear me. I hope and pray that you can. And bear with me here a second. Yep, and you can. So that's great. Anyway, glad to have you aboard. This next game, we saw the first game that just ended a few minutes ago. Tampa Catholic and the Sharks Gray. Sharks Gray fell in that one 4-1, but it was a good game. Tampa Catholic had a guest goalie filling in, Erin Monk, and she did a fantastic job back there for them. This game here, so tonight I know that, I'm pretty confident Top Shelf won. Kelly's Heroes is up right now, 3-0. And so they will remain in second place, Top Shelf right behind them. Villagran Vikings, if they want to remain in striking distance of at least third place, going into next week, they're going to have to win tonight against Plant Black. But Plant Black may have other plans. All right, so with that, let me flip it around here. And let's get into some stats. You can see on the second floor here, so you may hear some kids playing or some vibrations, and that's kids playing hockey with a ball behind us. All right, so in this one, it's let's just talk about some stats and how both teams are doing this year so far. Panthers Black has scored 52 goals over 10 games, averaging about 5.2 goals a game. Leading the way is, of course, Evan Kuznetsov with 20 points, 16 goals, 4 assists. I'll tell you what, though, if the Vikings have a chance of winning this one, they're going to have to figure out a way to stop him and the Panthers' attack because he is surrounded. He's not scored all 52 goals, clearly, so they have a really good offense that is going to wreak havoc all night. The netminders for Panthers Black are Zachary Carl and Justin Fry. Together, they've given up 52 goals, funny enough, with a 5.2 goals against average per game, with an overall record of 3 wins, 4 losses, and 3 ties. On the other side, Villagran Vikings have scored 33 goals over 10 games, averaging 3.3 goals a game. Leading the way is Jay Rivera with 14 points, 9 goals, and 5 assists. And Jacob Santarlis, 14 points, 5 goals, and 9 assists. With that combination on the ice, they'll wreak havoc for the Panthers as well. So it's going to be a really good game to see which offense can outlast the other. The netminder for the Sharks is Logan Shave. He's a league leader for sure, with only giving up 22 goals, averaging 2.2 goals against per game, with an overall record of 5 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties. Like I mentioned, Kelly's Heroes won. I'm pretty sure Top Shelf did. And that means that Villagran Vikings are going to need to win this one in order to at least stay in fourth place and have a shot at maybe tying for third next week. All right. Again, thank you for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe. Those subscriptions really help our channel grow, help me to get some sponsors and advertisers so that we can continue to grow and enhance the capabilities and your experience because of you is the reason why we do this. And I'm just thankful that you tune in every week to see what's happening on the Hockey Sports Network. Also, our fourth episode of our podcast dropped yesterday, so check that out. We do a weekend review, do some highlights, talk about the upcoming games, and we have a special segment called the Stick and Puck Spotlight. This week it features Tyler Smitty Smith of Sharks Blue. Next week I'm trying to line up some other players. Unfortunately, this week I couldn't get anybody to step in and do an interview with, so I was unable to line up for this week, so there will be no Stick and Puck Spotlight segment next week. But next week, I'm going to try to do a couple different interviews and extend that for our final, and that'll be the 6th episode that will come out the week following from the games next Friday night. So with that, again, thanks so much for joining. So Logan's here. It was funny because Sharks Gray didn't have a netminder, and actually Merrick Phelps filled in a little bit into the game. Sharks had a lot of chances of scoring in that game. They looked very good, coming together. as a team. And, it just takes some time. When you got new players together for the first time, it takes a while to gel, and they're starting to gel together. So it should be an exciting fall for the Sharks, both on whoever plays on varsity and whoever plays on JV. Both teams should do quite well this fall season. All right, so I'm going to flip it around here as the countdown starts with the warm-ups. You can see over here, Plant Black. They're going to have 9 skaters tonight. And on the side of Villagran Vikings, looks like they're going to have 13 skaters on their side tonight. Again, Logan Shave in the net. I don't see anybody in the net yet or even a goalie on the ice for Plant Black, but I do see Ferreira, Eli, McNamara, Mazerold, Turek, Weaver, Beauregard. We just bumped into Lavelle. So that rounds out who's on the ice. Actually, I missed one. Lovesey is also on the ice for Plant Black. We got about 50 seconds to go in the warm-ups. Got a little bit closer view. That seems to be pretty popular because it's easier to see the game. Say that 10 times real fast. On the side of Villagran Vikings, we got Gurley, Centarlis, Thielander, Giesler, Donnelly, Lamont, Gurley, if I didn't say him right, Reed, Carroll, and trying to see who else is out there for you that I haven't called, and I feel like I was not called somebody. I want to say Rivera. Actually, Jay's out there. Or no, sorry, that's Kiera Rivera, number 13. Jay is number 38. I have not seen his number. It doesn't mean he's not out there, though. And again, no goalie has come on the ice for Plant Black. Similar thing happened to Sharks Gray, so we'll see what happens here. As we get ready for action, as both teams are picking up their pucks. And we'll come back to center ice here in a moment. Well, both teams will come to center ice in a moment, rather, I should say. All right. Again, hey, also check out our YouTube page. Or, sorry, that's a given. Check out our Facebook page. We've got a few followers on there, but growing that channel and also YouTube really helps us get to those subscribers. I'm sorry, the advertisers and sponsors. We also started a TikTok, but really haven't blown that up yet. Some shorts videos. There's a goalie shorts video, and of course the Ice Time in the Barn podcast as well. Plus, you can see what games are upcoming that we're going to be covering on the Hockey Sports Network each and every week. All right, so both teams are getting ready to head back to the center. Again, there's no goalie for Plant Black. I'm guessing that they will track down the goalie to fill in for them at some point in this one. The Sharks just had one of their players filling in, taking turns doing goalie duties until Merritt Phelps came to the rescue. And so we'll see what happens here. All right, so it looks like it's going to be Ferrara, Weaver. Let's see who else. Well, it looks like they do have a goalie coming in. And let's see who that is in a moment here. It's either going to be Carl or Fry, I believe, but we'll see. That is Zachary Carl. No, it's Abel. And I don't have Abel on the list, but hey, that doesn't mean anything. I don't know who Abel is, maybe like Monk was for Tampa Catholic. So, all right, so Abel in the net. Ferrer, Weaver, Beauregard, and I can't tell you who the other one is. Pavlik, Carroll, Villagran Vikings win that one. Lamont, I'll give you the other two in a minute. Eli is the other Panthers Black player out there. Gurley and Miller on the ice for the Villagran Vikings to round it out. Puck brought up the ice by Lavelle, taken away, pass over to Pavlik. Pavlik tries to bring it in the zone, gets stopped right there. Puck in the corner. Sorry, folks, about the fans that are in the way, but not much we can do about that. Ferrer brings it to the middle. Miller's right there. A shot from the corner, bounces off of Shave. Or I'm sorry, not Miller, it's Walker. I don't know why I said Miller. There is a penalty, which I totally missed. It's on Ferreira. I was cross-checking on Ferreira. So that means the puck will come down to this end of the ice. So you got a fan right there. He's famous. Hey, Wes, who's this guy? He's famous. No, he doesn't have to move. I'm just saying. No. I'm saying you're famous. No, you're good. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't calling you out. I just letting you know you were on there. Oh my gosh. All right. Some really great fans. Rocco Reed now has it, bring it into the zone, shoots, blocked by Abel. Reed has it taken away by Beauregard. Battle for it behind the nets. Pass over to Jay Rivera. Jay tries to shoot, blocked by Beauregard. It's a battle for it. Burns goes to the corner, picks it up. Back out to Rivera. Picked up, passed it back out to Reed. Reed shoots. Deflected a couple times, back around again, and in the zone, and Giesler will go back on it to pick it up. With 10:17 to go. A little bit of a change. Zalome's on the ice now. Lovesey bringing it up the ice. Right there with Rivera as Rivera brings it up the ice. Rivera behind the net. Into the corner. Bounces off the boards. Out front. Back down again to Rivera by Reed. Passes across to Burns. Burns to the middle. To Centarlis, couldn't get a stick on it as it's poked away. Rivera shoots off the boards. Technically off the glass. Puck comes back out, picked off by Reed, passed ahead to Centarlis. Rivera to the crease, actually comes over the boards, picks it up. Pass back out to Gurley. Gurley tries to get it back down to Rivera. Picked up by Zalome, poked away, dumped in. Gurley back on it as a pass around behind the net by Abel. Thielander has it now. Thielander tries to get it over to the middle, blocked away by, I think it was Eli. Mazzol goes behind there with him, as well as Turek. Puck's finally taken out of there by... So Weaver's also on the ice now. And that was Eli. Puck gets away from everybody, comes up. It was touched, so no icing. Walker's on it with Eli. Walker gets to it first. Walker back out to the front. Shot. The deflection tried by Donnelly gets past him. And battle for it. Going nowhere right now. Back out front. Follow up. And covered up by Abel. With 8:14 to go. Face-off will be in the corner. So Ferreira, Beauregard, Lavelle. I think Eli as well as McNamara. We got Pavlik, Reed, Gurley, or Giesler, Carroll, and Luke Lamont out there now. And Luke brings it around back, takes a stick out of, I think that is, I say it was Weaver, not Eli, out of Beauregard's hand. Same 10. Reed has it. Dumps it towards the goal. Blocked away. Ferreira picks it up. Back out front. That goes in the neutral zone. Giesler's back on it. Has it. Gets it over to Reed. Knocked away from Reed. Pass back to the middle. Carroll on it. And Ferreira goes down for a second. Keeps his balance with his hand there. Slows it down. Lamont's right there. He passes out to McNamara. Reed cuts it off. Reed shoots off the mask of Abel. Over in the corner, Weaver tries to take it away. Does. McNamara tries to get around Giesler. Cannot. And not 100% on what they called there. It's going to be offsides, I guess. With 7:12 to go here in the first period. Still no score. Lefsey, Turek, Eli, Zalome, and Mazerold on the ice for Plant Black. Rivera, Burns, that's Jay Rivera, Gurley, and Santarlis for Villagran Vikings. In the corners, Gurley back around. Back out front to the crease. No one home. Eli picks it up. Picked up now by Zalome as it was poked away. Zalome brings it into the zone. Shoots. Shave blocks. Follow up. Shave catches it. Covers up. And faceoff will occur right there to the right of Shave with 6:49 to go here in the first period. Again, thanks for joining, folks. Please check out our Facebook and subscribe and follow on YouTube and Facebook. Santarlis cuts it off, brings it up the ice. Pass ahead to Walker. Walker bringing the zone. Walker around, tries to deke. Just lost control of it the last second. Gets it back. Turek is right there with him. Picked up, blocked out in front by Lovesey. It's a shot caught by Abel, and it remains a 0-0 game. So it looks like so far it's not the offense that's the name of the game for each team, it's their defense. So faceoff will be just to the right of Abel. With 6:13 to go, it's going to be Lavelle, McNamara, Niebauer, and Ferreira, and I'll give you the other Plant Black in a minute. There's a shot by, I think that was Thielander, actually. Out there, where was Kira Rivera? Donnelly went down. Rocco Reed's out there as well. That'll round out with Giesler. Rivera brings it up, gets it to Donnelly. Donnelly over to Rivera. Poked away by McNamara. Donnelly has it back behind his back. Picked up by Niebauer. Lost control there. Still a battle for it on the far boards. Coming into the zone. Rocco gets it over to Thielander. Gets ahead to Rivera, who dumps it in. Goes around. Back out in the neutral zone. Rocco's back on it again. And Thielander takes it away. Shoots. Blocked by Shave. Over to the near boards. Trust me, it's there. Now it's back behind the net. Lavelle has it. Back out to Niebauer. Poked away. Niebauer gets it back over to Weaver. Wide left. Back out to Ferreira, who goes down. And Donnelly's right there to take it away. He's trying to bring up the ice along with Thielander. Thielander tries to get it to the crease, cannot, cut off. Pass up front, Reed keeps it in. Pushes back down into the crease again. Donnelly is in the corner with it now. Ferreira's right there, takes it away. Beauregard, Weaver, and still in the corner, Niebauer still on the ice. Weaver brings it around. Bringing it up the ice now. Pass ahead to Ferreira. Goes into the zone. Shave covers up. Oh no, Shave lost it! Ferreira followed up over the goal. It was a lucky break there. So back out front again. There's a shot by Ferreira, caught by Shave. With 4:01 to go here in the first period. Face off to Shave's right when play resumes. So you got Lovesey, Zalome, Eli, Turek, and Mazerold on the ice for Panthers Black. I'll tell you who's on the ice in a minute for, it's going to be Pavlik, Walker, Carroll, Lamont, and Gurley for Villagran Vikings as the puck comes around behind the net on the near boards. Picked up by Gurley, pass out ahead to Walker. Walker slows it down, resets. Backhands it over to Gurley. Gurley tries to get it out to Walker, just out of his reach. Mazerold cuts it off. Tries to get it back down the zone. They keep it in the neutral zone. Lamont over to Walker. Walker brings it in. Round behind the net. Cut off by Turek. Turek takes it away. Back out to Carroll. Carroll takes it away. Lamont tried to get it backhanded around the boards. Nobody there. Cut off by Zalome. Pavlik's right there on it. Pass ahead. Eli now has it for Panthers Black. Bringing up the ice. Walker and Gurley are back. Cut off. It's a follow-up shot by Lovesey. Blocked by Shave. And folks, that's why Shave is a league leader in goaltending. But they have had a couple really lucky breaks tonight. Mazerold tries to keep it in and does, but Vikings get it out. Push it down into the Panthers zone. Carroll is right there to try to slow down Turek. Turek is out ahead. Gurley cuts him off. Gurley bringing it up to the neutral zone. Dekes around. Mazerold. Shot off the post. And it remains a 0-0 game with 2:20 to go. Burns now trying to get it. Now back in Rivera's hand. Mazerold tries to get it out. Cannot. Centarlis. That's Centarlis. Burns backhands it down behind the boards. Centarlis takes it away. Tries to push to the middle. Covered up by Abel. With 2 minutes to go, and the faceoff will be right there to Abel's left. When play continues. They get Centarlis, Reed, Giesler, Burns, and Rivera on the ice. That's Jay Rivera. And there's the faceoff. Comes out. Reed keeps it in. Lavelle, Weaver, Ferrara, Beauregard, and McNamara for the Panthers. Push to the middle, pass out to Reed. Reed pushes it, actually shot on goal. Cotton covered up by Abel. Again, face off in the same place. Minute 46 to go in the first period. No score. Defense has been outstanding for both teams, as well as the goalies. Burns has it as Vikings win that. Rivera now behind, down the corner, tries to bring it to the crease. Dekes around. Nice job. Back out to Giesler. Giesler to the crease. That tips off a Burns stick, goes up, knocked down by the goalie. Centarlis had come up with it, pushed it to the crease again. Tries to get it to Rivera. Cannot. Ferrara got it out of there. Centarlis picked it up. Now Weaver cuts it off. Weaver brings it into the Viking zone. Wraps around. Gets it to the middle. Ferreira has it. Ferreira to the middle again. Centarlis cuts him off. Burns now dekes it out. Pass over to Centarlis, just out of his reach. He did tip it. Beauregard's there. Cut off Centarlis. 50 seconds to go in the first period. Puck comes around to Reed. Back around to Burns. Past the crease. Cut off by Weaver. Weaver brings it around. Whiffs on the pass to McNamara. Finally gets it there. Touched ahead. Lavelle on it with Reed. Reed gets there before him. Gets it back around the boards to Burns. Beauregard cuts it off. Still a battle for it. Weaver dekes around. And cut off by Jay Rivera. And Rivera has it, bringing up the ice. 12 seconds. 10. Cut off by Beauregard. And Turek Gets it back out to the middle. 5 seconds, or 3, 2, 1, and that's the period. What a close game this one is, just as we expected, a 0-0 tie between the Vikings and Panthers Black. Fantastic game. Both teams. So, anyway, folks, we may have a candidate for the Stick and Puck Spotlight, and we'll be immediately following this game. We'll get with our. Looks like we got Sharks Gray. TJ Boggs is going to fill in to do the Stick and Puck Spotlight this week. He stopped by, and I mean, hey, I don't want the segment to go missing since I couldn't get anybody else, but I have do have a couple people I'm trying to line up for next week as well. All right, so it's going to be Kiera Rivera, Donnelly, Gurley, let's see, let me finish out the Vikings. I'll tell you who's on the ice here in a second. Walker. And I think that's Thielander. It is for the Vikings. Walker bringing up the ice now. Zalome tries to cut, or Eli, tries to cut him off. Cannot. Shot off the glove of Abel. Zalome is also out there. Eli is bringing it up the ice. Battle for it right here. Thielander goes down. Walker comes up with it. Passes around the boards to Rivera, Kiera Rivera. Mazerold's out there along with Turek and Niebauer to round things out for Panthers Black. Niebauer brings it to the right side, poked away. I think that was Thielander. Or that was Gurley, actually. Thielander passed it ahead. Cut off, or actually the pass by Panthers Black was cut off by the referee. Shot by Gurley across the middle, missed. Here comes Zalome on a 2-on-1, just out of the reach of Turek. And now Zalome has it in the corner. Donnelly's right there as well. Pass ahead out here to Eli. Eli blocked by Donnelly. Nice recovery there. Sorry about the jerkiness of it there, folks. The puck comes up the ice. Turek now has it. Bring it to the middle. Pass back to Eli. Eli shoots, blocked by Shave. Around the boards. Lamont's right there to cut it off. Pass back around the boards again as it comes out. Ferreira's back on it. Pavlik's now out there as well. Rocco Reed. Puck comes right here. Rocco brings it into the zone. Shoots, blocked by Abel. Giesler's also out there, along with Carroll. Pass to the crease. No one home. McNamara has it. He tries to deke around Giesler. Lost control. Goes behind the corner boards there. Now brought around front by Weaver. Weaver shoots. Back behind the net. Blocked. Pass to the middle in the crease. That was blocked away by Shave as it got away. Puck comes all the way down. They're waving off icing. As Lamont is right there with Ferreira now behind the net. Ferreira dekes the other direction, changes direction again. Beauregard is out there as well. Puck to the middle. Weaver out to, I believe that's Mazerold. I'm sorry, it's Lovesey. Pavlik right there as well. Lamont now has it. Lamont blocked by Beauregard on the shot. Pushed to the crease. Ferreira cuts it off. Tries to pass it down. Reed stops it from going out of the zone. And then Lovesey comes up with it. Finally gets it out. Passed by Giesler off the back skate of Carroll. Lovesey now has it, bringing it up the ice. Pass to the middle. Ferreira backhands, blocked by Shave again. Now Jay Rivera has it. Changes direction, slows things down. Passed over to Centarlis. Ahead to Carroll. Back over to Centarlis. Shot! Top shelf, right side! Villagran Vikings on the board. 1-0 with 8:04 to go in the second period. So nice team play there to 2-on-1. Some really nice passing set that up. So Niebauer, Lavelle is alone. I believe that's McNamara. I could be wrong, though. Been wrong before. Probably am. I'll round out the Panthers in a moment. Centarlis, Jay Rivera, Walker, Gurley, and Burns out there for the Vikings. Niebauer, let's see, Turek. Actually, Eli has it. Backhands it. Shot goal off the glove of Shave. And this game is all tied up as a backhander by Eli. 1-1. So that quick, the Panthers are right back in this one. Evening things up. So Niebauer, Lavelle, Eli, Turek, and Mazerold on the ice for the Panthers Black. Donnelly, Kier Rivera, Thielander, Walker, and Gurley for the Vikings. As Turek brings it up the ice to the middle, cut off by Gurley, and it's going to be offsides by Panthers Black. And we'll see where they do the face-off for the offsides. It's going to be on the other red dot right over there. Again, thanks for joining us on the Hockey Sports Network. Glad to have you. Please like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Follow and like on Facebook. We'd really appreciate that. It helps us grow the channel, especially subscribers and followers. And it really gets the interest of advertisers and sponsors. Pass down in the end of the corner by Lavelle. Niebauer on it with Gurley. Behind the net, Gurley brings it around, Lavelle tries to cut him off, cannot. Gurley bringing up the ice into the zone, tries to get to the crease, cannot, cut off by Turek, who actually comes out with it. Niebauer's in front of him, pass to Niebauer, nice pass, but nice defense there by Walker to cut that one off. Walker gets her on the head, shot by Thielander up off the glass. And the penalty is being called. I believe it's going to be tripping on Panthers Black, which will give the Vikings a power play with 6:50 to go here in the second period. Penalty kill is going to be Zalone, Ferreira, Beauregard, and Weaver. Power play is Lamont, Giesler, Reed, Pavlik, and I can't tell you who the other one is. It might be Carroll. We'll see in a moment. And it is. Weaver now has it, goes into the bench, bounced back out. I guess they didn't see that. Saw what? We didn't see anything. Puck right here in front of us, cut off by Lamont. Lamont bringing it in the zone. Controlled by Pavlik. Pavlik gets it. Takes it in the corner, tries to get across the middle to Reed. Reed shoots. Cut, followed up. Goal by Carroll. And the Vikings lead this one 2-1. So off of Reed's shot, rebound, Carroll follows up, and the Vikings reclaim the lead in this one. Scorekeeper had a little trouble with the buttons there. Same five remaining on the ice for Vikings. That was a power play goal, by the way, for Carroll. Back to even strength, Zalone, McNamara, Weaver, Ferrara, and Beauregard on the ice for the Panthers. Panthers finally get it out of the middle of the crease. Ferrara now bringing it up the ice. Ferrara shoots. Goal! And this was tied up top shelf right side by Ferrara. And we are even. Now, the funny thing is, we did talk about the offense for both teams. Now, Kuznetsov's not here, but we did talk about the offense of both teams. And it is the offenses are really stepping up as expected and wreaking havoc. So one team scores, the other one comes right back and ties it up. So Walker's now out there in place of Carroll, along with Burns, Jay Rivera, and Gurley. It's Mazerol, Turek, Zalone, McNamara, and Weaver. Weaver has it as it came out front, picks it up, brings it up the ice, and tries to deke around Gurley. Gurley pokes it away. Weaver gets it back. Brings it around behind the net. Walker's right there. Passes out to Mazerol. Mazerol shoots, blocked. And pass ahead from Burns to Walker. Walker cut off there. I believe that was Weaver. No, not Weaver. It would have been Salome. Now brings it up the ice. Slows it down. That was Turek, by the way, that cut that off. Salome brings it all the way around, back around the Mazerol. Mazerol tries to get it back down to Salome. That goes into the bench. And face-off will happen right over there with 5:13 to go, 2-2 game here in the second period. Again, don't miss the Stick and Puck interview coming up with TJ Boggs from Sharks Gray right after this game. So Beauregard, Niebauer, Lovesey, Ferreira, and Eli on the ice. Giesler, Reed. Trying to see who was all out there. As Reed brings it around behind the net. Centarlis, Jay Rivera, and Burns still out there. Back over to Burns. Niebauer cuts it off. Niebauer trying to bring it around. See if they can get the lead for the first time tonight. Niebauer back out front to Eli. Eli back out to Ferreira. Ferreira shoots. Caught by Shave, covered up. With 4:35 to go in the second period. And we'll see what they do the face-off. Looks like it's going to be right over there. With 4:35 to go, as I mentioned. Eli, Lovesey, Beauregard, Ferreira, and Niebauer. It's going to be Donnelly, Kira Rivera, Rocco Reed, Thielander, and Giesler on the ice for Vikings. Ferreira has it, tries to get over to Beauregard. Does. He tries to push it down the crease. Cannot. Cut off by Rocco Reed. Brought up the ice. Shoots. Blocked by Ferreira. Over on the far boards. Donnelly tries to pick it up. Cannot. Eli taps it. Now there's a battle for it. Finally, Niebauer comes out with it. Giesler and Kira Rivera back. As Niebauer tries to deke around. Does it too much. Thielander's right there to disrupt him. And takes it away as the pass comes. Tries to get it out to Donnelly. Cut off by Eli. Pass by Niebauer. Just so happens to go to the goal. Blocked by Shave. Now out front here. Turek's right there. Turek has control. Trying to deke around some players. Cannot. Giesler takes it away. Out to Thielander. Thielander dumps it down in the corner to Turek. Turek shoots. Blocked off the Shave. Follow-up by Lovesey. Covered up by Shave. And it remains 2-2 with 3:40 to go in the second period. It's a little bit of change on the ice for both teams. It's going to be Zalome, Turek, Mazerol, McNamara, and Lavelle for the Panthers. Carroll, Lamont, Pavlik, Gurley, and Walker for the Vikings. And here we go. Carroll and the Vikings, we'll call that a draw, even though. Oh, that one got past Shave. Lucky that went wide left because that was close. Nice block there by Lamont. Puck in the corner. McNamara has it. Gets it out to Mazerol. Mazerol back down. Cut off by Walker. Walker gets it over to Lamont. Stolen away. Now Gurley has it here in the corner. Zalome's coming in. Pass ahead to Pavlik. Lamont now picks it up. Brings it in. Walker is right there on the rebound. But the rebound actually came back to Lamont, followed up in a nice job by Abel to stop it with 2:59 to go here in the second period. 2-2 game. And the faceoff will be over to Abel's right. Same 10 on the ice. Faceoff happens. Vikings win it. Barely has it. Dumps it back down in the corner. It's a battle for it. Poked away. Back around behind the net by Gurley. Lamont's on it. Right there with Mazerold. Now Carroll and Turek. Havlik tried to cut it off. Pass out ahead to Gurley. Battle for it right here in front of us with Lavelle and Turek. Turek comes out with it. Turek brings it to the crease. Cannot get the backhand going. Gets it back out to Mazerold, who dumps it back down to Turek. McNamara's right there. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. There's a follow-up on the shot. A pass to the crease. McNamara tried to deflect it in. And wide right. It's a close call again. Walk out to Carroll. Carroll couldn't quite get a hold of it. Zalone cuts it off, passes back out. Ferreira's right there with Weaver. A little bit of a change for the Panthers. Ferreira brings it in. Oh, wow, that was tipped by the stick of Shave. Goes up on top of the net. There goes a stick flying. Ferreira lost it. Puck caught, or actually was not caught, was blocked by Shave on this shot by, I think that might have been Zalone. Now Eli's out there as well. Ferreira back to Eli. Runs into Carroll. Puck goes all the way down to Lamont. Weaver there tries to take away. He tips it. Zalome has it to the crease. Shoots. And sorry about the visual there, but Shave caught it. A minute 23 to go. Second period, 2-2. And faceoff will be right over there just to the right of Shave when play continues. It's going to be Giesler, Reed, Centarlis, Jay Rivera, and Burns for the Vikings. It's going to be Weaver, Niebauer, Beauregard, Ferreira, and I think that's, well, we'll see. Eli tried to deke around, could not. There's a battle for it against the boards. Back out to Ferreira. Ferreira shoots, caught by Shave, covered up. Weaver was right there for the rebound, couldn't quite get it. And faceoff will be in the same spot momentarily. Same 10 on the ice, no change. Niebauer wins the faceoff. Back out to Ferreira after he passed to Eli. Ferreira brings it around. Back behind the net. Ferreira tries to get it to the crease. Niebauer does. Nobody home. If Weaver had been close there, it would have been a wide open net. That puck comes all the way out. Down the ice. Ferreira's on it. Jay Rivera's right there with him. Jay takes it away. Nice hustle by Jay Rivera. Pass ahead to Weaver, just out of his reach, goes back behind the net, and that's going to be icing.
Good job, Jay.
On the Panthers, which means face-off just to the right of Abel when play continues. Trying to see if there's any changes. Looks like that's same. Looks to be the same 10. Centarlis is out there. That might have been the only change. And maybe Burns. And I missed that. So apologies about that. Oh, there's a one-timer by Centarlis right into the pads and covered up by Abel. Face-off will be in the same spot. 25 seconds to go in the second period. Giesler whiffs on that shot, but he does deke around. Nice job on the recovery to the middle. Ferreira gets it, knocks it out, and that's going to be icing on the Panthers with 10 seconds to go. Technically 10.9. Face-off will be in the corner.
Get a shot.
Vikings win. Centralos tries to get the shot, blocked by Niebauer. Giesler gets it as it comes out. And 3, 2, 1. And that's the period. So the second period ends in a tie, just like the first period, except 4 goals were scored, 2 on each team. Vikings strike first. Panthers strike back. And we end up in a 2-2 tie. So we'll get on the final period, third and final period, I should say, as we expected. And this one was going to be a really good game. And indeed, it's lived up to the billing. Again, thanks for joining us. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and then follow on Facebook as well, Hockey Sports Network. That helps us grow the channel. So it's going to be, let's see, I believe Mazerold's out there, along with McNamara, Lovesey, and let's see who the other, I think, I'm getting the turn around there. Turek for the Panthers. For the Vikings, it's going to be Walker. That's the only one I can actually tell at the moment. Might be Donnelly. That's Thielander. Kiera Rivera. And I'm not sure why they only have 4 players on the ice. They're missing a player. And finally, Rocco comes out. And we'll figure out who the other Viking is in a moment. And that is Donnelly, as expected. All right, so McNamara has it. Cut off by Rivera. Knocked back in by Zalone. Cut off by Rocco Reed. Rocco's bringing it up through the neutral zone. Into the zone. Shot ahead. Caught by Abel.
Good work, kid. Good work.
And let's see. Face off right over here with 11:42 to go here in the third and final period. Same 10. Face off ensues. Turek has it. Turek takes it behind the net. Dekes around Thielander. Kiera Rivera tries to cut him off. Can't. And Turek's done a great job coming up the ice in between everybody. Walker's right there on him. Backhands to Shave. Shave blocks it. Kicks it out. Thielander slows down the progression. And there's a follow-up. Comes back out to Mazerold. Just past him. Puck stays in the zone. Back across to McNamara. Thielander takes it away. Thielander cut off by Zalone. Back over to McNamara. It's a battle for it now. Pass to the middle. Blocked away by Shave. Picked up by the Vikings. That's Walker bringing up the ice. Dekes around the defense. Brings it into the zone. Slows it down. Back out to Lamont. Lamont shoots. Tips off of Mazerold. Thielander dumps it back behind the net. Ferreira's back out there now for the Panthers. And there's a shot covered up by Abel. 10:29 to go in the third. 2-2 game. Weaver had left the ice, now is back. So let's see. It's going to be Weaver, Lavelle, Niebauer, I believe. Well, let's see. So Niebauer and Ferreira for sure. Might be, well, I'll tell you who it is in a minute for the Panthers. Face-off won by the Vikings. Went back down in the crease. Carroll is out there, so is Lamont. Pavlik for the Vikings. Pass to the middle. Oh, it was tipped off the skate of Weaver. Almost went in. Lamont follows up with a shot. Blocked by Abel. Thielander passes back out to, I believe that's Eli. It is. Lamont takes him down. Lamont's going to get called for roughing. And Panthers go on the power play with 10:04 to go. And the faceoff will happen right over there. Short-handed. It's going to be Giesler. Centarless, Gurley, and Jay Rivera. Face-off occurs. Panthers win. Pass over to Ferreira, hits the skates. Eli has it in the corner. Brings it back around front. Shoots, blocked by Centarless right off his leg. Niebauer's right there as well. Takes it away. Brings it to the crease. Shoots off a shave. Puck comes around. All the way down and no icing. Rivera has it. Rivera. Wow, wouldn't have been icing. Sorry. Wow, what am I thinking? It is a penalty kill, and so they had every right to do that. Ferreira bumps into Rivera, causes him to lose control of the puck. Abel dumps it out to Lavelle, who gets it over to Beauregard.
Good job, Jake.
I'm sorry, that was Weaver to Beauregard. Weaver now has it. 55 seconds to go on the power play for the Panthers. Nice job by the penalty kill for the Vikings. Eli now has it. Brings it into the middle. And offsides. Face off right over there with 8:45 to go here in the second period. I'm sorry, third period. What am I thinking? Sorry, folks. My mind is everywhere else but here, apparently. So Turek, McNamara, Lavelle, Ferreira, and I think that might be Lovesey on the other side. Then you on the power play, still with 42 seconds, got Thielander, Burns, Reed, and Walker on the penalty kill. Pass ahead, goes down the zone. Thielander's right there with Ferreira. Ferreira over to Turek. Turek, that's Mazerel, or it is Lovesey, like I thought. Poked away now by the Vikings, picked up by Reed. Burns has it, tries to dump it out, could not. Back behind the net, Reed has it. On the near boards, comes all the way out. Ferreira now has it. Tries to get it ahead, blocked by Thielander. Power play is coming to a close as Walker stops it. On the ice now is Donnelly, back to even strength. Vikings have it in the corner. Rocco bringing it up the ice. And has it poked away last seconds. Tries to get around. Lavelle blocks it. Turek's right there trying to stick lift. Puck comes out to Kiera Rivera. He shoots. Deflection by Donnelly. And a follow-up blocked by Abel. Nice job by Turek to bounce it around Reed right there. Puck is coming off the boards quite a bit. Now Thielander brings it in. Thielander shoots right in the mask of Abel. Donnelly brings it across. Poked away by Abel. Puck comes out. Reed pushes it down. Bounces off of Donnelly. Kiera Rivera has it in the corner. Mazerol now has it. Bounces off the boards, out front to Lovesey. Cut off by Walker. Lovesey finally comes up with it after being bumped out by Zalone. Rocker Reed pokes it away at the last second from Turek. That could have been a dangerous spot right there. Great job. Back out front to Thielander. I'm sorry, Kiera Rivera, not Thielander. Max Pavlik joins the ice as well. Rivera over to Max. Max couldn't quite get a good shot off there. It goes wide right. Puck comes all the way back around. Back down the ice. Zalome and Gurley on it. Eli over there too, trying to cut it off. Niebauer's right there. Eli bring it to the zone. Shoots. Blocked. Off the glass. Mazerol tries to keep it in. He cannot. Pavlik and Mazerol battling out right here in front of us, along with a host of both players from both teams. Eli comes out with it. Takes it to the crease. Poked away by Gurley. Carroll now has it. Vikings bring it up. Beauregard's on the ice now. Carroll behind the net. Brings it around to the middle to Lamont. Lamont couldn't quite get a stick on it. Niebauer and Carroll in the corner. Niebauer bringing it around. Pavlik right there to cut it off. And a penalty. Slashing. Yeah, see who it's on. It's on Carroll. And so Panthers are going to power play again with 5:33 to go in this one. Power play is going to be Zalom, Eli, Niebauer, Ferreira, and Turek. Penalty kill. Looks like Gurley, Centarlis, Jay Rivera, and Giesler. Pass out front to Turek after the win by the Panthers. Ferreira loses control of it, taken away by the Vikings. Vikings get it out and dump it back down into the zone to clear. Turek and Centarlis behind the net. Turek goes the other direction. Centarlis comes around behind the net. Pass out front to Zalom, then given to Ferreira. Ferreira over to Niebauer. Offside's called, as Niebauer was just across the line before the puck was. So 5:10 to go, 1:37 to go in the power play. Third period, 2-2. This is a must-win for the Vikings if they want to have a chance at third place. Panthers win the face-off. Ferreira bounces off the boards, picked up by Centarlis. Centarlis bringing it in, shoots off the back boards wide right. Round to Lovesey, Turek, and Jay Rivera. Ferreira comes up with it, poked ahead and out of play. And probably, face-off right over there with 4:51 to go. Minute 18 to go in the power play for the Panthers. McNamara, Weaver, Lovesey, Ferreira, and Turek on the power play. Rivera, Centarlis, Giesler, and Gurley on a penalty kill still for the Vikings. Weaver bringing it around, trying to get around Giesler. Goes around behind the net, has it poked away by Gurley. Gurley bounces off the boards past Lovesey to Giesler. Giesler has it, gets it ahead to Gurley. Now out to Jay Rivera. It's a 2-on-1. Gurley and Rivera. There's a shot off of Abel. Nice block. What a great job. Rivera gets the rebound, passes around back behind the net. Gurley has it. Gurley to the middle. 37 seconds to go in the power play. That buzzer here was on the south ice, not our game. McNamara bringing it up. Dekes around Centarlis, loses control after Centarlis poked it. Giesler and Centarlis battling out with McNamara. Centarlis goes into the net. Vikings bringing it up. Rivera on his horse, bringing it in, shoots, blocked by Abel, followed up, almost, couldn't quite get his stick on it, as Ferreira did a great job tying him up. Centarlis now has it, back out to Rocco Reed. Reed shoots, scores! Right into the pads of Abel, and the Vikings have the lead back, 3-2. You just never know, folks, when a shot is going to sneak its way in just under the pad of, it might have been 5-hole. We'll have to go back and look at the replay of that. Obviously not right now, but great job by Rocco Reed on that one.
One more.
All right, so Thielander, Walker, Reed, Kiera Rivera, and Donnelly for the Vikings. It's Zalom, Eli, Mazerold, and Beauregard and Lavelle for the Panthers. Timeout by the Panthers with 3:28 to go. They're trail by 1, 3-2. And what a game this has turned out to be, folks. As expected, as discussed, this game coming down to the wire, we thought the offense might be a bit more high scoring or high powered, but although they've had some chances, the defenses and the goalies for both teams have been absolutely outstanding. Just a couple small tweaks and mistakes here and there, and we ended up with a 3-2 game. It was no score in the first period. Second period, both teams scored twice. The Vikings scoring first both times. And here in the third, no scoring all the way down to 3:28 to go in the period. And the Vikings finally take the lead. And Rocco Reed's shot out near the blue line, going just under the pad of Abel. And this one. All right, so for the Panthers, it's going to be Zalome, Lavelle, Eli, Beauregard, and Mazerold. For the Vikings, again, I believe it's Donnelly, Kira Rivera, Walker, Reed, and Thielander. Referee tightening his chin strap over there. There's the face-off. Battle for it. Panthers come out with it. Ferreira dekes around Thielander. Ferreira over the far boards, dumps it behind the net. Eli is on chase. Pass comes around, cut off by Beauregard. Walker was trying to get it out of the zone. Eli now has it. Eli over to Zalome, just out of his reach as Donnelly was preventing his forward movement. Donnelly out to Thielander, out to Eli. That goes off the glass. Actually, went into the bench glass and bounced right back out in that crazy corner, that curved corner. Thielander's bringing it up. Thielander shoots, blocked by Abel. But Thielander comes up with it behind the net. Mazerold's right there as the puck comes up and out to Rocco Reed. Shoots again, blocked by Beauregard. Ferreira tried to get it. It's back out front here across the far way. Reed has it again. Reed tries to pass it to Donnelly. It's blocked. Cut off by Ferreira. Out to Eli. Eli taking up the ice, trying to deke around Walker. Cannot. And puck's in the corner with Donnelly and Zalome battling it out. There's a push to the middle. Nice follow-up. Wow. Unbelievable. Zalome passes over to Ferreira, who is right there on the corner of the open net. Taps it in. And now it's 3-3. So this one, folks, with 2:06 to go, is coming down to the wire. And what a game. Absolute incredible game. And if the Vikings tie this one, it will ensure they stay in fourth place. All right, here we go. Turek has it. The faceoff's won by the Panthers. Ferreira's back on it. 2 minutes to go. It's a 3-3 game. Carroll is on it. There's Lamont over there on Turek, trying to take it away. Turek gets around. He digs around Giesler. And shot scores! And for the first time tonight, the Panthers had the lead 4-3. I say it ensures they're being in fourth place, but I could be wrong about that. Well, actually, it would, because Bloomingdale lost. And Plant Black only gained 1 point, so that would ensure their fourth place, at least this week. Jay Rivera has it, comes out with it. Puck comes up the ice. We give that fourth point. Sorry about that. There's a couple follow-ups off of Abel. Sorry about the picture. Another shot on goal. Minute 30 to go. As now they're just trying to tie it. I think either way they're going to remain in fourth place, but Panthers Black will come to jump themselves up to fifth. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit later on. Niebauer backhands it. Centarlis has it. Back out to Burns. Poked away. Now Gurley has it, bringing it into the zone. Tries to wrap around. Cannot. Changes direction. Poked away by Turek. Turek dumps it in the corner. Niebauer and Rivera battling out. That's Jay. Gurley, Turek, McNamara, and Turek comes out with it. Turek now bringing it up the ice. Nobody in goal for the Vikings as Walker's also out there. Pass ahead. Weaver keeps it down. Niebauer, 30 seconds. As cut off and shot blocked by Gurley to prevent a definite closure of this one. Lamont tries to get out ahead, blocked by Weaver. Turek has it. Turek dumps it down towards the goal. Stopped by Thielander. Picked up by Rivera. Pushes down 8 seconds. That one's blocked by Lamont. Lamont shoots over the goal. Last second here. 2-1. And that's it. What a comeback by Panthers Black in this one to pull out the victory 4-3. And I'll tell you, folks, you couldn't ask for a better game to end the night on than that one. I don't know why. Sorry, I had 4-4. It was not 4-4. It was 4-3. I hit an extra point for the Vikings when it should have been the Panthers. I've now corrected it so it'll show up on the scoreboard correctly. Again, my apologies for that. But, wow, what a fantastic finish here in this one. But we'll be interested to see what happens this coming week with regards to the standings. Like I said, the Vikings will remain in 4th place, and the battle for 2nd and 3rd will ensue between Kelly's Heroes and Top Shelf, because I'm pretty sure the Sharks Blue are winning over there. My helper is checking. 9-1. Ooh. So the Sharks are barely pulling this one off 9-1 over there. The Sharks Blue. They are on the cusp, potentially losing that one, but they win tonight, and for sure first place is all sewn up, and looks like they're going to. So good for them. All right, so let's do the Stick and Puck Spotlight interview here. We're going to bring TJ Boggs in here, and in a moment. So let's flip the camera here. So TJ, hey, thanks for joining us for the Stick and Puck Spotlight. Last minute kind of pull in there. We didn't think we were going to have anybody this week, but really appreciate that. So to kind of start things off, I know that. Let's just start off with this because I don't have a script in front of me to ask what questions. But so when did you really start to know that hockey was something that you wanted to do?
When I was, I guess, a kid, we would always watch Lightning when we could. We didn't always have the chance to, but when we got the chance to, we would always watch the Lightning. Even when I was a kid in the kitchen, I would have like a little mini stick. I put literally clear tape on the stick and use little mini puck that we had and use cereal boxes as my goal in the kitchen. So I feel like I've always had a drive for hockey, and recently we've been able to pull it off and get me into the game.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, we watched you some tonight, and you've done fairly well. And this is your first year of high school playing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so, what's your thoughts? Now, you played. So, just so everybody understands and knows, one thing I do know about TJ, he actually literally started skating 17 months ago, and didn't start working with any coaches or any formalized, organized playing until back in September. Is that all correct?
That is true. And the experience that I've had so far has been amazing. The team that I've been given has been great. We as a team, we have our off days, pretty much the whole season. But we've come together as to the end of the season. You've seen we've gotten better. Our scores have gotten better. And we're not getting blown out every single game. But the fact of the matter is that as a team, we're playing better. And, tonight I just think we had so many shots on goal and so many chances. Their goalie just, kept getting lucky, and there's nothing we could do. Their goalie was just on the play tonight.
So let me ask you this. When it comes down to, I'm asking you a question about your favorite teams. You already answered probably one of them. But who's your favorite college team in hockey, and who's your favorite NHL team?
My favorite NHL team, gotta go with the Bolts. They are 2-time champions, and then we lost to the Avalanche, and all went downhill from there. College, I have to go with the Quinnipiac Bobcats. I'm kidding. I have to go with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Hometown, not really Columbus, but close enough. I was born in Cincinnati, and I've always loved them since my family's always loved them, so it's genetic, and I've picked that up.
No, that's fantastic, and you're absolutely right. I know your dad pretty well, and he's a big Ohio State fan. So final question for you, TJ. Again, this is TJ Boggs joining us here for the Stick and Puck Spotlight. We'll feature that in our in our podcast this upcoming week. But so TJ, who is someone that has been an inspiration to you, either hockey or non-hockey related?
Okay, I got to do a shout out to my boy Jesus Christ. He's been pretty much an idol for me, showing me to be kind to people and forgive others. That's pretty much my number one role model. But when it comes to hockey, I have to go with, I guess, the NHL in general, because you see like Connor McDavid, but everyone has different playing styles. And like Alex Ovechkin, he's one of the top players, but he can't really skate that well as much as Connor McDavid or anybody like that. But I'd say in general it's Jesus, but if not Jesus, then probably my dad, because he doesn't. He always works hard and he hustles to get that cash. You know how it be, and yeah.
Yeah, I've heard hockey is a little expensive, rather, so I can imagine he's working hard for the cash. All right, TJ, thanks a lot for joining us on the Hockey Sports Network's broadcast of the Stick and Puck Spotlight, and really appreciate you joining us, and great job tonight. And I have to agree that the Sharks Gray has really started to pull together over the past 3 games and really show that, you take a team of players that haven't played together. A couple of them have, but for the most part, introduced a lot of new guys into the mix and really have pulled together well. So great job, and congratulations on a good ending to the season for sure.
Thank you so much, Dad.
All right, cat's out of the bag. I'm his dad, so he happened to be standing here, so I thought we would go ahead and do a Stick and Puck Spotlight with him. But again, thank you all for joining. So glad to have you. Really appreciate your support for the Hockey Sports Network and being able to provide an opportunity for you to watch these games, even though you can't be here. So again, thank you so much from the heart. It means a lot. Please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Check out our Facebook page, Hockey Sports Network. Really appreciate it so much. Again, thank you. And also check out our podcast that's out there. But thanks again. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And we'll see you next week. This is Ted Boggs, the Hockey Sports Network.